on, or earlier on, I should say. Trying to stay alive now. Just them two, and you can see the circle 20 seconds away from moving its phase 6. That's a very, very, very blue wall for Vaughn to have to push through to get inside this next circle.
Oh no, CC. We were talking about this yesterday for the GEX players. One of the players that has been performing really well for that squad. You know, obviously things could be going for better for GEX, but CC proving to be a very, very strong solo player here for that squad. Sonics, meanwhile, they're waiting for Vard to come out. He's got to come eventually. He's doing some damage on his way, isn't he? Goodness.
Yeah, he's trying anyway. Does he get in? Nope. Just on the edge, falls down. I was going to say deny the points, but that ain't really a factor in these survival matches, so he's just going to die. Maybe it's better for them so they don't have to use their ammo trying to kill him, you know? That's another way to look at it. I'll let chat decide whether that's the better play or not, but in the end, Vant does fall. 11th place for TSM as all the remaining teams now try to continue their way around. In the meantime, what we saw with the push from Afrika Freaks before on the west side, they've managed to lob south over towards that mountainside. MCG doing the same thing, but now it's a tag all around here, trying to force their way forward towards TSG, which already lost volley.
Do you like 3 FPS, 3-way team fights? Because if you do, have I got a fight for you. These guys, okay, AAA just going to go in and take out Sia. As now Peng and Shangyu going to hold the lines here, just waiting for the inevitable push. And this is what we were worried about. Infantry had to hold the line here, and they are doing a damn good job as Afrika Freaks are getting picked apart. But MCG also is making their way up around there, so Infantry about to get pinned on both sides as we cut back to the warehouse fight.
Holding a long skirt, they're terrifying force together. They get all the kills on Afrika Freaks. Now, as you can see here, Svit trying to push forward. He knows they're around. They have to do something. They have to try and push in and take control. In the meantime, GEX are trying to be held by Sonics, who are currently being held by FaZe Clan. They're playing a wide two-way split with Fuss and Uber running up the hill. I like what I'm seeing from FaZe right now and trying to take control while at the same time trying to hold off GX and making this play. They need the high ground vision on this area of the map in order to be able to utilize this. And while they know infantry are out on the east side fighting Multi-Circle Gaming, they claim control. Look at this. Fuss and Uber both getting up the hillside to try and grant overview for their teammates who are currently standing strong below.
Really like that from Fuzz, Face, and Uba. They just need to play their lives, really give some support to the guys on the low ground. Sonics somehow still alive right here. Infantry still alive as well. Fuzzface will go down. It should be resable, I believe. Sonics needs to worry about the two down low still, as CC still managing to stay alive for GEX.
Let's see. Uba, that's going to be dangerous, if not near impossible res for him to try and commit to, while going for the res up there would allow for other teams to push forward. So as you can see, not going to go for it, at least not before Ghost of an 8C have managed to make their way up the hill. If they can then force the fight with the teams below, that'd be perfect for them. Uba finds the good angle there, takes Tiggleton and H1 down. Sonics fall in 7th, and with this new circle going towards the north, if anything I know about circles and Miramar works, this next one should hard shift to the north as well. I was surprised to see phase 4, maybe I'll be surprised to see phase 8 as well, but at least T1 and Buriram should all be in come to the next circle.
Well, here they go, trying to make the run. AAA through the smoke, through the flames, through the fire. They're getting absolutely slaughtered, as the smoke wall had a big enough gap in it to where basically it rendered everything else pretty much useless, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So T1 was able to just pick them apart. And now the rest of the FaZe boys, they're going to find GEX, and it looks like they're going to try to take the fight over to MCG.
We've seen Summer do an amazing piece of work from the hillside as they try to stand strong. Aqua, a few bullets missed there, but also some connected. Gems down, low HP. Swit stays alive for now as well. And let's see final circle. There's still 50 seconds approximately to go until we'll see it. In the meantime, I believe the next fight we'll see unfold should be FaZe and Multi-Circle Gaming, because there's not going to be space for two teams up on that hillside.
That's the fight for the win. That's the fight for the win right there, and I think both teams realize it. Oh, like this flank from Fuzzface.
Yeah, they're trying to get angles, trying to wrap out on the side, get themselves into a better position from where they can then make the aggressive push forward. We'll see now Nate's going forward as well. They have the ridge line with which they can work right now, but as you can see, with the circle closing in, that wide angle, that opportunity for Fuzz to really flank around the side becomes smaller and smaller.
Yeah, the problem is he plays card maybe a little bit too early. They found out where he is. He needs to reposition off of this because they know exactly where he's at. You can't keep going back and peeking the same angles there over and over again, or you're eventually going to get picked there, and you can see, ooh, doing a bunch of damage. So we cut back down to our city fight, and you were right. Hard shift to the north. It's going to fall right on top of Buriram, T1, and what's left of AAA. So this fight needs to come to its conclusion very quickly.
Glad I'm not completely off in knowing these things. And double headshots going both ways. But I believe level 3 helmet maybe for Gustav kept him alive there. Stays up with 2 HP. Nate's now thrown forward as well. Multi-Circle Gaming forced to back off here. They're trying to commit to the rest, and I like the play. They actually managed to get him up. They have a decent spot to push forward from, and now Ling Do able to find Uber. They know the helmet was popped off on Gustav as well, so 1 bullet to the head should be enough for him to go down. They can try and wrap around, and you can see actually right now Gustav is doing that, but because there's still people in the 5-story towards the north, they cannot overpeak. They cannot go all the way up. They would leave themselves exposed.
It's a good job by AT. I think they knew
is.
that off of that knock, MCG was going to try to come through. And now, okay, now that Gustav's gone down, that's going to be the signal to go here for MCG. FaZe needs to be shooting at this. You're going to lose 2. Here we go. Good stuff from AT.
Oh! Does he get them? Yes, he does. First FaZe
What
finds
a
the
beast.
final one. Wow, really utilizing that rock to perfect effect. Uber went down, and as I said, Gustav, if he overextends, he might get visible to Aqua 5. That happened